Why did William Shakespeare never play Contra on NES? Because he thought up, up, down, down, left, right, BA was just a line in one of his plays. Welcome to the stream. For everyone who is terribly confused, that joke was composed by AI. So, you're not alone. I don't understand it either. But it was so odd that I had to share it. But welcome in, my friends. Today is William Shakespeare's birthday. And because our heroes, the Contra heroes, are named for William Shakespeare, I thought, what better day to do a Contra marathon? Technically, it's his baptismal day. I keep saying it's his birthday, but we don't actually know Shakespeare's birthday. This is close enough. So we're going to play a lot of Contra games tonight. We're going to play them casually. We are probably going to play them poorly. I haven't played a lot of these in quite some time, so I'm definitely rusty. We may have to make a few attempts to beat a few of them. But hopefully, hopefully we'll make it through like 5 or 6 games. Have a lot of fun. Let's see how it goes. Welcome in, my friends. Welcome in. Sir Rack of Lamb is first in chat tonight. First in and first to say, happy affiliate anniversary. And I see that. Thank you, everybody. I didn't even know. I didn't even remember. I don't know if that's the 26th or the 27th. Because I started the stream just after midnight. So I'm not sure which day is the technical anniversary. If you know, I would welcome enlightenment. Welcome in, cows. Pleasure to have you here, of course. And right at the start of the stream, Conga and Sparrow and Jelly, welcome in. I have all my mods here all at once. It's wonderful. Thank you, my friends. Let's see. Nope. You're looking pretty rough, Conga says. I said I was gonna do it. I've got the collar. We're ready to roll. This is what tonight's gonna be like. MK, welcome in. Thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary wishes. I appreciate that. Sparrow said it's well and truly the 27th here, and it's showing as your anniversary date. Thank you, Sparrow. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't remember. Yeah, the headphone cord is getting me a bit. What are you gonna do? Your Contra skills are a bit rough, Cal says. They truly are. I hope that's comfortable for a whole stream. Well, I said to Jelly... because she said something like that too, and I said, if it's terribly uncomfortable, I could always just take it off at some point. And then I said, but we both know I won't. You know how I commit to things and dig my heels in. So, yeah, this is my life for the next several hours. By the end of the stream, he'll be reciting sonnets. Frownie giving up while suffering, unheard of. What light through yonder CTR breaks? 'Tis the east, and Contra is the sun. My Shakespeare chops are woeful. I took whole college courses on Shakespeare once upon a time. I remembered nothing. So hopefully the 8-bit games I'll be able to clear. I'm not sure. I haven't played these in such a long time. Ooh, I thought I was dead. Hey, someone found it. Right on, Conga. We'll enjoy that in just a moment. I was wondering how long that was going to take. Be prepared to be underwhelmed. Alright, let's pause it a moment. Sir Rack of Lamb says, did you know that the past tense of William Shakespeare is would I was Shakespeared? I love that, Sir Rack of Lamb. Very well done. Oh, I see. Jelly gave it away. Shall I compare thee to a Konami shooter? Hey, Dynamite, welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us, of course. Welcome to our little Contra marathon. Jelly said, are you sure you want to wear that the whole stream? And Frownie said, let me be that I am, and seek not to alter me. Port Jams, welcome in. Oh no, it's Frownie the Clown from the nightmares I've been recently having. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. All right, so before the stream, I was playing around and I got a bunch of AI generated poetry. Oh no, I think I closed the tab. I'll have to log back in. It's gonna be even less convenient than I thought. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, we've got some Contra themed AI poetry. That's one of the channel point rewards tonight. Like I said a moment ago, prepare to be underwhelmed. I'm pretty sure Frownie does. I'm pretty sure Frownie don't even drink. This still happened. I'm not the biggest fan of wine or spirits. You know, I'll have them from time to time. But the adult beverages that I enjoy most tend to be beers. believe it or not, I am above the legal drinking age for the area in which I live. I know that's shocking. There's a there's like a thing, it notifies you when you start chatting with the AI that like your conversations are going to be like recorded and potentially reviewed. And I just love the thought. I just love the thought that someone's going to sift through my conversations with this AI. And they're going to see like the first like 3 or 4 things. The first 3 or 4 things that I mentioned to the AI, I said, I asked it, could it tell me about the 1993 live-action Super Mario Brothers movie? And then I immediately asked if it could compose a Shakespearean sonnet about the movie. And it did. And then I said, could you rewrite the sonnet, please, with a more positive tone? Because it was pretty scathing. And then after that, it's endless requests. It's endless variations on the request to to have the AI write me poems about Contra. All right, so here we go. When Red Falcon's forces did descend on Earth, a warrior named Bill stood up to fight. With guns and bombs, he proved his worth and battled on with all his might. Amidst the hail of bullets and laser fire, he faced the foes with steadfast heart. With spread gun and laser gun, he did aspire to tear the alien menace apart. O Bill Riser, hero of the Contra lands, thou art the shield against the alien horde. Thy courage and thy skill a legend stands that strikes fear into the invader's cord. So let us raise our arms in victory cheer for Bill Riser, the conqueror of fear. And there we have it, my friends. Bravo, says Chaos. Luckily, Contra is also over the legal drinking age, Chaos says. I hope this stays a permanent fixture, Konga says. The Frownie wondered whether to include Super C in this stream. To see or not to see? That is the question. Much better than the joke. The AI is much better at writing epic poetry than it is at writing jokes. Yes. Much, much better. How many of Shakespeare's characters does it take to change a light bulb, Sirac of Lamb asks. Oh, I walked into the laser beam. I think I can pick up that R. I have no idea, Sirac of Lamb. The 3. 1 to change the light bulb, 1 to contemplate how a light bulb is as mortal as any human, and one to spend the afternoon debating whether to murder his uncle. Jumpman Jr. cameo, Sparrow says. It is kind of like that. Dynamite says this is the Cornball Jokers Championship. Depending on your sense of humor, this may be a very painful night on stream. Whoa. There we go. Hey, Boat Ladder, welcome in. Sorry I didn't catch you there for a moment. Pleasure to have you with us. As always, welcome to Contra. Lots and lots of Contra tonight. After I finished my set of challenge runs that I wanted to do through the game, we did a sort of a victory lap one night, and I just played through the game because it loops, right? It loops and it gets harder as it loops. So I played through the game on loop, and the goal was just to see how many times I could complete it on a single credit. Like no continues, not a single life. Because that would be one, and just barely sometimes. But on a single credit, on a single continue. And I think we made it through 8 times. I made it to the final boss, I think, on the 9th loop. But that's where it ended. That's where it ended. And I'd really like to do that again someday after, like, you know, practicing up a bit and see if I can hit double digits, because I think I could. This boss is a little tough, if I remember correctly. I think I got real lucky taking that arm out so quick. Too many shrimp. Too many shrimp. Slow and cautiously. No unnecessary risks. I've no death this tons of times, Dynamite says, but more often when I try, I die once on the final boss just out of getting intimidated. Yeah. I'm right there with you, Dynamite. On most of my Deathless challenges, before I actually get the run, I almost always have a run where I make it to the final boss and I trip at the finish line because the nerves get me. Frownie, did you know that... Did you know that Shakespeare once made a performance about puns? It was a play on words. Well done, Sir Rackablam. I'm done now. I was gonna say I should have had you. I should have reached out to you for my opening joke instead of the AI. I didn't really intend to use the joke that the AI gave me. I just wrote, like, I just asked it out of curiosity, and then it was so absurd that I just had to. I know when I just imagine when I said that everyone who was watching the stream scratching their heads in unison. What in the world could the point of this joke possibly be? Oh, goodness. It's okay, Dynamite. It's all gonna be okay. The bubbles. Some of them got by. I'm living for all this terrible wordplay, Cal says. One more then? Oh no. This one's quite the paragraph. Let me take a look. Oh no, the game crashed. It was just... I was doing so well. We were on a deathless streak. Oh, what? Egads. Alas, poor Contra. I knew you well. The game punished me for all the bad jokes. I can't believe it. All I was doing, it was running perfectly. There were no glitches or anything. And then I was just sitting here with it paused and it crashed. That's very upsetting. That's very upsetting because we were on such a good run. But such is life. William Shakespeare, so Rack of Lamb says, did not pioneer the modern form of a play. While the format of Act 1, then a break, then Act 2 was used by Shakespeare, it originally came from Spain. It was initially unpopular in Spain as people were confused by the break in the play, as no one expects the Spanish intermission. I haven't even seen the film that references. I get the point of reference, like on a recognizing the words, the quote level, but I actually haven't ever seen it. All right, my friends, let me address this misbehaving NES situation. I have to love Monty Python. All right, well, see, here's the thing. Here's something bad about that. I didn't actually know it was Monty Python. I thought it was Mel Brooks. Streaming Fist, welcome in. You've come in just with a just as the game has crashed, so we're about to go restart. Why not both? You want a corny joke? Dynamite says, my friend once fell into a lens grinder and made a spectacle of himself. That's pretty good. I see what you did there, Cow says. Nice follow-up. All right, my friends, I'll be right back with you. Fingers crossed, my friends. You know, it wouldn't be a Frownie stream without at least several game crashes, though, right? It wouldn't really be upsetting, except that I had been doing so well. I'm not, there's no chance that I'm going to be able to replicate that success. It is a real treat. It is a real treat to come back to this game after spending so much time with the 16-bit ones. I mean, I've been really enjoying my time with hardcore lately, but it's nice. It's nice to be back in 8 bits. All the same. Lightbane, welcome in. A fantastic frill, good sir. Why, thank you. If you're going to be fighting off the alien menace, you've got to look your best. I'm really out of practice with these behind the back rooms, and they make me incredibly nervous tonight. I gotta tap the button slow so my spread gun doesn't. So my spread gun actually spreads. I see a few little artifacts in the graphics. Maybe we keep moving though, we can outrun the glitches. No. Oh, I'm not actually hitting it. Hope that guy stays down there. Alright, we're doing okay. Game and Fit, welcome in. Welcome to the Olde CONTRA Marathon. I'm gonna try and beat a handful of games tonight. You know, we're not gonna do every game in the series or anything crazy like that, because there's a lot of them I've never even played. But all the ones I've beaten before, I'd like to make it through. So 5 or 6 games tonight. And I'm gonna look like this the whole time. Hey Persephone, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here as well. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. That reminds me how's hardcore been treating you. I have found, so I don't know for sure because I don't do research. So please don't tell me. But I think there are 5 endings to the game, and I have found 4 of them so far. Oh no, it's glitching again. I think there are at least 5. Because I found a secret ending. And then I found 3 regular endings. And just based on the pattern that's led to the 3 I've found, there's basically certainly 1 left. So I've been doing pretty well with it. It's still a struggle. I'm not good at the game yet. I'm liking it a lot more. The things that bother me about it still bother me about it, but I've been having a lot more fun with it the last 2 nights I've played it, especially. I think switching characters really helped me. I did stick with Fang all the way until I completed a story path, and then I used Sheena for 1 path, and then I used Ray for 1 path. So the robot is the only character I've never played with now. But the 3 characters that I have played, I've made it all the way to an ending, sticking with 1 exclusively. And I imagine over time I'll probably do all the endings as all the characters. I mean, we knew it was coming, right? Alright, it's failed twice. I will not let it fail again. I'm gonna really scrub this cartridge this time. Yeah, I was hoping it would clear up. Alas. So, excuse me one more time. Is the Shakespeare Contra connection real, or are you just joshing us? I mean, William, Bill, Shakespeare, Lance? Doesn't seem like a coincidence to me. I think it's 100% a coincidence, Chompy, but I'm having fun with it. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great night. I'll be right back with you. Why do I use all this old unreliable hardware again? in regard to the Shakespeare Contra connection, we've done the science, and Lightbane says, and then there's an explosion. I stepped away. What happened? I've had a couple game crashes, Sir Rack of Lamb. My NES is so very temperamental. Defiant Salem, welcome in. Yeah, my NES is feeling a little delicate tonight. It is. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. Oh no, I fell down here. It's alright, it gave us something a little different. I'm scared of that big gun up there. Oh, we have a request for some more poetry. I will gladly oblige. Let me get to the end of the level here, and then I'll grab another one for us. I'm scared to pause it again. Every time I play this game, down there is basically my default state. Lightbane says, I have a bit of trouble historically. I have a bit of trouble of making it across that bridge. It took me an embarrassingly long time to figure out how the pattern of that bridge explosion even works. All right, so here's another oh, we had a wheel too. I'm sorry, I didn't see the wheel. Thank you. Yeah, we'll do the wheel first. Our wheel of scorching. Let's see what a spicy thing it picks for me. You can't see the wheel on the camera very well. I am aware. I'm sorry about that. We got... my wheel is broken. I land in this green square all the time now. It's this BILLiam heat sauce again. I can't wait. I can't wait till this bottle runs out, which is going to be pretty soon, because it's all I ever land on. The Shakespeare in the background. You saw it, did you, cows? Yeah. I pulled out the old Riverside Shakespeare and the old typewriter. That's what Shakespeare would have used to write back in his day, right? One of those things. So this is our hot sauce, Belizean heat. I'm going to try very hard not to spill any of this on my collar. Oh, it's kind of thick. Okay, we got a generous sampling here. Oh my. Oh my. Oh. Now I'm uncomfortable on both sides of my neck. Ah. My goodness. Oh. I think sauce has gotten hotter. I think it's gotten hotter the longer I've eaten it. I think I'm okay though. I wonder if perhaps the over time, like, moisture is evaporating out of the sauce little by little, and so like what remains left in the bottle is like slightly more concentrated, and that's why I appear to get weaker and weaker to it. Because I feel like my spice tolerance is going in the wrong direction. All right, my friend. So our next poem here. This is what was generated by AI when I requested that it write a poem about Lance Bean, Contra's famous player too. Amidst the chaos of the alien threat, a warrior named Lance did take his stand. With guns and bombs, he did the battle met, and saved the Earth from Red Falcon's command. With his partner Bill, he faced the fray, and fought with skill and courage unbridled. His aim was true, and foes did he slay, with weapons that left his enemies idled. O Lance Bean, a hero of Contra's strife, thou art the defender of the human race. Thy valor in battle, a shining life, that stands as a beacon in this darkened space. So let us honor thee with cheers and praise, for thou hast saved us all in many ways. And there we go. Some of the AI's choice of syntax is befuddling to me. He did the battle met? What? It rhymed unbridled with idled. And I'm not 100% sure it used the second word right. uh, Did you trim your beard? It looks good short. Thank you, Sir Rack of Lamb. I did indeed trim my beard. I had to show off my fancy collar. If I hadn't, it would just be beard spread out like a lion mane, and you would just think I was having a very wild beard day. Let's get my big head out of the way. Shakespeare plus G.I. Joe. Opie Kimbo, welcome in. We're going old school. That we are. We're going really retro tonight. Welcome in, Opie. It's great to see you again. welcome to our Contra marathon. So far, it has included a total of 1 game. My console keeps crashing. So we've seen a whole lot. We've seen a whole lot of the first 4 stages of this one. Yeah, my console, well, it's asking to be or not to be. That is the question, but unfortunately, it's choosing not to be, which is not the answer I want. This on NES. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This is Contra 1 in NES. Hey, Dignan. Welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. Nothing worse than jumping across a pit and landing, like, face first into an enemy, right? Did a part of you die when you took a trimming tool to your beard? Nah, I trim it fairly frequently. About, you know, it's been about a year, I guess, since the last time I cut it, but I usually trim it once or twice a year. It kind of gets to, my beard kind of gets to, like, a terminal length pretty quickly. Like, I don't think I can grow, like a 3-foot long, like, wizard beard. My beard seems to go about, like, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches, and then just kind of stops. So it never really feels like all that much progress is lost when I reset it. I legitimately don't know what I look like without a beard. I don't think I've gone full clean shaven in like 5 or 6 years. I last went clean shaven about 3 or 4 years ago. It's pretty rare. I've got to trim it every month or else I start looking scruffy, OP says. Well, that's my secret. I just don't mind looking scruffy. Sparrow says me neither on the don't remember what I look like without a beard front. You get to maybe 35 and say, yeah, I don't think I need to check that I have multiple chins. It's a given at this point, Sparrow says. This boss right here is a nightmare when you play this game with no items. It's a rite of passage. That may or may not be one of the reasons I have a beard, OP says. Hey, we're playing a new stage. No! There's our first death of the night, my friends. It's so wild. It's so wild because, like, I've been playing so long, and I've had to reset so many times, but it's never been because I died. It's alright, though. It's all okay. Oh, this part might be the worst when you do it with no items. Fighting these guys. Hey, Zombie Paper, welcome in. Twitch told me to say this. Happy affiliate anniversary. Well, thank you. I appreciate the well wishes. Thank you for making the time to stop in and join us tonight. Hey Greg, welcome in, late again as usual, no worries. I'm always happy to have you here whenever I can. I hope your Wednesday has gone well. No! That's a shame. I haven't done any of these, tricky parts in a while. I'm gonna blunder a lot. There's some artifacts creeping in. Crash again. I've had enough of that. Victory. Greg says played Final Fantasy II and watched the Back to the Future movies. Right on. I haven't watched those in quite some time. Sounds like a pretty good way to spend the day to me, though. The F weapon is just the worst. It's just bottom tier. I mean, it seems like a really good weapon when Dr. Wily uses it at the end of Mega Man, but I've never been quite so successful with it. I hate this jump, and I missed it. But I get a spread gun. I probably played this game like 200 times before I realized you could just run up to this door and take it out so quick. Flamethrower in 1 is so bad, yeah. Especially compared to how useful it is in every other Contra. Oh yeah, Flamethrower is an MVP of Super C. It's so good in that one. Especially right up at the end. Thought there was one more of those guys on the floor. Victory! I died right at the end. Amazing. Hey, we did it. We actually cleared a game. It didn't crash. Game 1 of the marathon complete, my friends. Thank you for the GG and the trophies. Thank you, Zombie Paper, Cal, Sir Rack of Lamb. Salem says, Metroid Fusion. Boss that's in the water made me rage quit. I vaguely remember that. I vaguely remember that, boss. Victory over the glitch ghost. Easy clap. That wasn't that bad. I feel like I did okay. How many times did we die? 4? 3 or 4. Not that bad. Anytime we don't have to suffer the agony of the game over screen, it's okay by me. Enjoy our the rest of our credit roll here, and then we'll switch over. We'll do Super C next. I think we'll just move through things kind of in order. Hopefully we don't have as many restarts for Super C as we did for this one. Alright, I'll see you in just a moment, my friends. We'll switch cartridges. Alright, we had a few artifacts before it even started working, but you know, fingers crossed. We'll try and be optimistic. Welcome to Super C. This is my favorite Contra game. Of all of them I've played so far, Super C is the one I like the most. So hopefully it behaves. I love that sunset in the background, those purples and oranges. Nice. Super C is absolutely S tier, Lightbane says. Yes, I love it. I love it. The 3D Contras are weird, Salem says. I've only played one so far of the 3D Contras. I've played the Contra Adventure on the PlayStation. I've only beaten it once. So that's a game that, like, I kind of intend to try it again tonight. I don't know that I'm going to be able to make it through that one. That's one that's got me nervous. It's the only 3D one I've played so far. I didn't hate it, but it is weird. There are parts of it that I'm like, I don't know, it's gonna have to grow on me. I like the side-scroller style. Give me this in 2023 graphics, Salem says. I mean, just give me new games like this in 8-bit graphics and I'll be happy. Hey, Zergling, welcome in. It's for, I'm being time period appropriate for our William Shakespeare's Contra Marathon. That item hung out like for as long as it possibly could and then disappeared at the very last moment before I would have been able to collect it. Wow. That was close. Pleasure to have you here, though, Zergling. I don't know what you're talking about, Sparrow said. Oh, that would have been the better response to lean that direction. What's different? Just don't make Frownie hot under the collar. Hey, you're after here. Welcome in. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. Hope you're doing great, and welcome to hopefully what will be a whole lot of Contra tonight. In honor of Bill and Lance being named after William Shakespeare, we're playing a lot of Contra games on Shakespeare's birthday. I like this boss, this mini boss here. I think it's good. It forces you to really like interact with it and think about it. It's a very athletic sort of fight. It's a good mini boss, the spider. I like it. Had myself surf and turf tonight. A pound of lemon pepper salmon, pound of bacon grease fried steak. Right on. That sounds really good. I love lemon pepper on fish. A proof that Frownie looks like the BRB screen. Take that, non-believers. Oh, I don't remember which. I don't remember what the pattern for the falling platforms is here. I'm gonna have to go real slow. Hey, we made it through. I believe there's a spot where you can stand and nothing will ever hit you here. You do have to jump, but it doesn't matter. We got it. Victory. The Frownie said today, I must to the barber's, monsieur, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am, well, I don't want to say that. And I am so tender, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch. It's from a Midsummer Night's Dream. I first played the Contra games many times in 1988 and 89. But with the release of Dragon Warrior and Final Fantasy, by the time Super C came out, I wasn't as into platformers anymore, unfortunately, Greg says. RPGs are mostly all I played for years. So Contra 1 on the NES is still my favorite. Contra 1 on the NES is great, don't get me wrong. But Super C is a little better. My friends and I never knew this boss's name, so we always just called it the Clock. Oh, I like it. That's way better than what I always called it, which was just the stage 3 boss. I don't think I have clever names for any of the Contra bosses. I actually didn't have breakfast tacos, Zergling. I didn't think about that. I had baked chicken and rice. Very simple meal. Pretty good. I made like an Asian style marinade for the chicken. I didn't let it rest in the marinade quite as long as would have been ideal. I just didn't have the time, but it still came out very flavorful. I would have had breakfast tacos, but I had a lot of prep work to do for the stream. I'm in real trouble here. My rustiness is showing through. This part here, on the no items run, this part here with these bubbles, another nightmare to get through. I recall having to basically memorize their spawn. I mean, their spawns are fixed, but so they can be memorized, but it took me a long time to actually make the effort to do it, longer than it should have, and it was still tough. It also took me an embarrassingly long time to realize that the best position for fighting this boss is the center and not the edges. Laser shower. That's a boss. That's a boss. I don't know its name. I actually have a name for that one. The laser shower. We beat Contra 1 Dynamite. I think I died 4 times, 3 or 4 times. So it was not a perfect run, but a decent one. If I don't have to see the game over screen, I'm happy with the run. I love this stage. I love the background. It's simple, but I love the color choices. Take a moment here. I had tacos that made me sick, Rafnir says. Been a bad day. I'm sorry to hear that, Rafnir. That's awful. Being betrayed by any food is awful, but something as wonderful as tacos? That's a knife through the heart. I love how aliens are invading Earth, and one of their weapons of choice, bubbles, and it's one of their most devastating weapons. I'm no expert, really, but part 1 is no death for me, or I start over. Yeah, we'd be here for a little while if I were doing that tonight. I've done it no death a couple times. I'm happy with that. The closest it has to an official name is Laser Chandelier, so you're basically spot on. Food betraying me is why I eat the way I eat, Zergling says. Steak has never betrayed me, ever. I love the first part of this stage, and I love this boss. This might be my favorite boss in Contra, the skull ship. Another very athletic boss. Fantastic design. Gotta keep moving. 10 out of 10. Yeah, I love it. I love it. The skull ship. It is metal. This is the roughest. This is the most difficult level for, like, no death. Yeah. Look at that. I died. First death of the game. Ooh, almost had the second, too. That death was like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh no, I missed out on my spread gun. I don't have any strategy for those floor mouths. Those mouths in the floor cheat. Yeah, they got me. So unfair every single time. Yeah, so many of my deathless attempts were lost to those floor mouths. I feel like it's the only instance of genuinely bad game design in this game. It's not intolerably bad. I'm not crazy about it, but I'm not upset about it. Other than when it gets me, which is always. Derek Ocean, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here. Mouthy little things. Do you ever know a game is obviously very good, but you still just don't like it? That's Super C for me, Dynamite says. Oh, that breaks my heart, Dynamite. I guess that's kind of the way Castlevania 4 is for me. When I was playing this for 100%, trying to figure out how to get those two items at the same time. Oh boy. That took a lot of doing, trying to figure out how to move so I could get both of those without one of them leaving the screen on me. That was an adventure in and of itself. And then the very first time that I ever got both of those simultaneously, the game crashed. It was like Konami programmed it that way. They didn't want 100% to be possible. And they were so upset that I got both of them that the game rage quit itself. Getting through here without the spread gun is terrible. Also, there's a death pixel on the floor on the right-hand side in this room. If you run over to the right-hand side, you can stub your toe and die. So don't go over there. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's not there 100% of the time, but it's not worth the risk. It's like, there's a death pixel like that in Ghosts and Goblins on the way to the stage 3 boss. There's a part where you can just stub your toe and die. Sorry, I think my microphone is too loud. Apologies if it's been clipping on you. Might be possible to see the floor mouths coming, but they come at you faster than Mike Tyson. Yeah, it's hard to react. I can't let a terrible pun go to waste, Sparrow says. Sparrow says I'd call it the lazy eye. The shower, the laser shower boss. I missed that. Debating if I should get them all individually or just get the 74 USD bundle of all 6 pixel remasters of the Final Fantasy game. Salem says, "Oh, I think you spend more money if you buy them individually." You're not wrong about Castlevania 4, Dynamite says. Visually and audibly a masterpiece, but not really a great game in my opinion. Too cumbersome, as you've said, too easy, too slow, and too long. Yeah. Yeah, I just I don't gel with it so much. I should play it a little bit more. I've been thinking about it and saying to myself, come on, that was gold. I'm glad that you didn't let it get lost in the ether, Sparrow. Oh no! I didn't see what was happening. We're at the end of the game. Why is it gonna do this now? Oh, I picked up the machine gun. Hey. Come on. I made it past all those projectiles and then I got killed by a jump. Because I can't see where the floor tiles are. Some of the collision was missing. I fired through the floor. Oh, we've got another redemption. That was weird. Some of my shots fired through the floor that shouldn't have a moment ago there. This is why the flamethrower is the best. It gets you through this area without having to worry about those guys that come from the top. Victory! Hey, we did it. The glitches didn't stop us. Thank you for the GG. Alright, let me get caught up here. Lightbane says, sequelitis episode on Castlevania 4 describes that game's troubles very well. Want the bundle, but 75's too much. Right now, Derek says. I love Castlevania 4, Hafner says. A bit easy for a Castlevania game. I'll play Dracula X if I want a challenge. Dracula X is one I still haven't played. Craig says, had some extra cash from tax returns. Derek said had to pay this year. Glitch Gremlin. ABGN reference. This is bad. Hey, we made it through. We made it through. Despite the glitches, we made it through. Thank you. Thank you. You should do an intentionally glitched deathless run. I don't know how to. I don't know how to have it intentionally glitched so that it like remains playable but looks like chaos. But I do like the policy on the stream is when the game collapses like this, as long as it remains playable, I tend to stick with it and just try to play through. And sometimes it clears up and sometimes it doesn't. The very first stream I did, we played Ghosts and Goblins, and I was like 4 levels into the game and it started to glitch, and I was like, oh, this is a bad omen. my very first time streaming and my game breaks down. This is bad. But I was just like, well, I don't want to lose the progress, so I'm just going to ride this out and see what happens. And it kind of cleared up, and then it went bad again, and it kind of goes back and forth. It didn't go like crazy bad like this, but it got it had like, you know, it had a bunch of lines through it. And it was definitely like, you know, worrisome that it might crash. But I stuck with it and I made it all the way through the game, so that's always been the policy to try and play through the glitches. Don't play Dracula X. It's a lousy version of Rondo of Blood, which is incredible. That's what I've heard, but you know, I'm gonna play them both. I'll just play them both. All right, we're gonna read another AI-generated Contra poem. Let's see what we've got here. Let me just find another one. Oh, here we go. I asked the AI to write to write a monologue from, how did I word it? To write a monologue from Bill's perspective as he celebrates his victory. Oh, how sweet the taste of victory upon my tongue, for I have conquered the Red Falcon and their minions one by one. With gun in hand and power-ups galore, I fought my way through enemy lines and emerged victorious once more. The battle was intense, with bullets flying everywhere, but I dodged and weaved and showed the Red Falcon I would not be scared. For what is a hero without a challenge to overcome? What is victory without the thrill of battle won? Now, as I stand amidst the ruins of the enemy base, I revel in the glory of a mission well accomplished, and embrace the satisfaction of knowing I've saved the world from their nefarious plans, and will continue to fight and protect, for that is my command. So let the sound of the Konami code echo loud and clear, for the hero of the NES era stands triumphant here. Let all who witnessed my triumph cheer and shout, up, up, down, down, For Bill has defeated the Red Falcon, and their evil will never wear the crown. I like that Bill in universe is aware that the Konami code is a thing. I like that he knows that exists. That's pretty good. You know why I love your streams, Frownie? No, me neither. Thank you, Dynamite. That's gold. Up, up, down, down. Marius, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. I hope you are well. Welcome to our little Contra celebration tonight. Buddha Fingers, welcome in. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. AI is gonna put us writers out of business, Rafnir says. If you need some bogus writing put together swiftly, AI may take over those jobs. Telling Frownie something is terrible is not going to discourage him from playing it, Cal says. Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. What's around your neck? I've got an old-fashioned style ruffled collar for the night. It's to go with the Shakespearean the ye olde Shakespeare theme. Since Bill and Lance, their names are so similar to William Shakespeare that I thought we'd do a Contra marathon on Shakespeare's birthday. You should tell people you breathe through it. These are my gills. This is how I breathe. Nobody cared who I was before I put on the collar. I keep hearing William and I think I'm in trouble, Sparrow says. Apologies. Alright, let's switch over. We're going to head over to the Super Nintendo now. And we're going to fire up the Super Game Boy for some Operation C. That's next on our Contra list. I'll be right back with you. All right, Operation C. Here we go. Sparrow says, you know what it was like if your mother ever called you by your whole name or full name? You knew you were in a lot of trouble. Derek says, my mom would be yelling a long name. I have 2 middle names. Cal says, I was a good noodle. I never lived out that cliche. All right. Super Game Boy. First thing we've got to do is change our buttons around a little bit. Default buttons on the Super Game Boy are unfortunately a little bogus. That is much better. And got to pick our border. I like this border. And get ourselves a palette of colors here. That might be okay. That might be tolerable. Way too bright. Like the duller colors. Typically. Some of these palettes are truly cursed. Yeah, some of them are. Some of them are pretty horrific. That just means you never got caught, cows, Buddha Fingers observes. Sparrow also has 2 middle names. Derek says, nice, don't know too many people with two names. Why is it a park sign? Yeah, who can explain? I have no idea. I have no idea. I like it. I like the camping vibe of the of this border though. Cabin out in the woods, that's my kind of place. So Operation C is a very competent Game Boy version of Super C, basically. It's not a one-for-one version of the game, but it is very in keeping with it, like, stylistically. It runs a little slowly, and the jump doesn't get quite the horizontal distance you would hope it would. So a couple of the jumps are really hard to make. But other than that, it's actually really decent. Looks great for a Game Boy game. Yeah, I mean, it really is. It really is a good conversion. I think most people would say much more successful than Castlevania. Contra made it to Game Boy much more smoothly than Castlevania did. Although I like the Castlevania adventure. Castlevania the Adventure. I know a lot of people can't appreciate it. But I will say, like, this feels a lot more like Super C than Castlevania the Adventure feels like Castlevania NES. I like Castlevania the Adventure, but it doesn't capture the feel, you know, as well as this does. It's kind of you kind of have to, like, understand that. I don't remember how to fight this boss. When you know/remember what you're doing, you can one-cycle this boss, but I don't. Music is near identical, Sparrow says. To quote Shakespeare one last time, I humbly do desire your grace of pardon. I must away this night, Sir Lamb says. Fare thee well, Sir Rack of Lamb. Have a wonderful night. I appreciate you being here, and we'll look forward to seeing you again. Homing, yeah, the homing is a modifier. Yeah, so if you get homing on your spread, you can really become something of an unstoppable force. I'm not really good at hanging on to that though. Shake seared or shake grilled, Sir Sparrow says. Thank you all for all the puns tonight, Cal says. Indeed, Sir Rack of Lamb. Thank you. Master Tuesday, welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you for the happy insert celebration here. Pleasure to have you with us Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. We were talking about you the other night, Master Tuesday. We were speculating on the lore of you, of how it is that you became Master Tuesday. And we didn't know if every day was Tuesday for you by choice, or if that's a situation that befell to you and you've adapted to it. I hypothesized that perhaps you were bitten by a radioactive calendar. And when you awoke, every day was Tuesday for you from then on after. By no means, don't feel compelled to reveal your secret origin if you are not so inclined. But I just wanted to let you know that you've been the subject of curiosity among the masses. Never played any handhelds, Dynamite says. My only experience with one was my shady ex-girlfriend's nephew forgot his PSP at our apartment. And she said, let's keep it and say we never saw it. Terrible girl and relationship. But I saw that sign among others and ran. I have, I feel like I have a decent amount of experience with handhelds, somewhat limited. Mostly the original, like, old gray brick Game Boy I had as a kid. I used that to play. I played a lot of Tetris and Burger Time and Pokemon Blue. I had a Spider-Man game for it that I played a lot of. But I played a lot more handheld games on the stream than anything else. That hurts. I'm hurt. I think this is the first Contra game where you have the machine gun by default. I had the old gray brick Game Boy, and I got a Game Boy Color at some point. I had a Game Boy Color and a Game Boy Advance, but I didn't really spend as much time with either of those as I probably should have. I got a PSP as well, so at some point really late into its life span, but I barely ever used it. These boulders, getting past these boulders is kind of tough. I feel like I die there a lot. Regarding handhelds, I'm like, why? I always like the idea of handhelds. You know, like I like the idea of having your games portably. There's a degree of comfort and convenience there that I really like, but in practice, like I said, I never really used them. I never really use them as much as I feel like they deserve at the end of the day. No! Oh, terrible time to look away. Unfortunately not. Mine is a tale that warns of the dangers of falling into dubious vats of ink, Tuesday says. I fell in, but a normal man, and when I came out, I was still a normal man, but it probably had something to do with my later decisions. I think the Switch is the handheld I have the most experience with, Cal says. 80% of the time it's attached to the TV and the dock. Oh yeah. Yeah, my Switch might as well be an unswitch. I virtually never remove it from the dock. Oh, I'm dying a lot. I'm dying a lot. I'm on my way to game over. This jump right here, this is the hardest jump in the game. Across that waterfall, it's really, really tough. May not look like it, you have to take my word for it. What is going on? I feel mildly bamboozled. It didn't look like I was hurting that enemy. My Switch is a latching push button, Sparrow says. Contra Advance. No, I don't own that one yet, Dynamite. The plan is to do this, after this one, the plan is to do Contra 3, Hardcore, and Contra Adventure. And then we'll see, because after that we'll have played all the ones I know. And I'm gonna see what the time looks like before I decide if I have the time and strength to begin a new Contra game. I didn't know that Contra Advance had hardcore levels, though. I thought Contra Advance was just a, I thought it was just a port of Contra 3. So that's cool. That kind of makes me want to get it even more. Because I had to say, my thoughts on Contra Advance had kind of been leaning toward like, why bother? If it was just Contra 3 all over again. I can't fire at diagonals. I can, but it's hard. GBA wasn't quite as powerful as the SNES in one regard. Full screen mode 7 scaling. They took out the top-down levels from Alien Wars and replaced them with levels from Hardcore. Oh, that is interesting. That might be kind of cool to check out. I want to stay up and see the rest of this. But I've got a lift in the morning, Dynamite says. I appreciate you being here, certainly, but I definitely understand if you need your rest. Catch you next time. Thank you for putting up with all of our terrible Shakespeare puns. Cal says. Indeed. Oh, another thing about this, the way the weapons work in this one is that there's no rapid fire. Instead, you get rapid fire if you pick up 2 of the same weapon type. So, like, I picked up spread gun twice, so now I have rapid fire spread gun. I kind of like that. It's a nice little change. This elevator right here is what prevents me, I think, from doing a deathless no items run of this game. I don't have a strategy yet for the elevator if I don't have the spread gun. I have trouble reacting and protecting myself. I got lucky there. That guy jumped over me. Unbelievable. To a punnery. Oh no, I don't remember this guy's pattern. I think we'll be okay. Victory. Nice and slow. I think if you just run through here at full speed, it's actually timed so that you don't have to wait for any of these, but let's not take any risks. So long, Mother Brain. I like the victory music on this game, in this game. I feel very accomplished. Thank you for the trophies. Thank you, Sparrow. Thank you, Cows. The victory jams are top-notch, Cow says. Gradius final boss that doesn't fight back. Wasn't sure if full trophies were ready yet, my bad. I've made the mistake of giving trophies too early once before, Sparrow says. No worries. This is good music, Opie says, right on. Yeah, it's a shorter game. It's got 5 levels. Angelus, welcome in. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. Welcome to our Ye Olde Contra Marathon. How you doing tonight, my friend? Thank you for the raid. Welcome to your friends, and tell us what you were up to. I didn't learn for the longest time. I think it was last year that I learned that the Super Game Boy borders animate. And I love it. That's why I love this one so much. Because when you look at this, a shooting star. When you beat it, when you beat the game and you idle, I love how the night falls and the stars come out. It's wonderful. It's perfect for the credits. They all animate in some way, but I like this one the best. Doing good. Played Milon's Secret Castle. How did that go for you? I hear that game is brutally cryptic. You can do the beat this game before your mom drops you off at school challenge, Zergling says. It's masterfully timed out. Alright, my friends, I think I'm going to take a short BRB, and when I get back, we're going to stay on the Super Nintendo. We're going to try to play Contra 3. Contra 3 might take me more than one try. I'm not very good at Contra 3. I've beaten it a handful of times. Definitely going to be rusty. I've never been super good at it, and the end game is really scary to me. The end game is really difficult, so it may take us a few attempts to beat Contra 3, but we're going to make our best effort at it when I get back in a moment. Angela says, went well. I knew where to go because I had Game Player's strategy tapes back in the day, and I basically had memorized them. Game Player's strategy tapes. I don't think I'm familiar with those. I mean, I get what the concept must be, but I don't think I've ever come across one myself. But right on. I'm glad to hear it went well for you. I'm so tempted to attempt Milon's Secret Castle, Dynamite says, but I feel like it would just be a nightmare. Alright, my friends, thank you for coming this far on our journey. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Thank you for coming this far on our journey, my friends. I'm going to take that BRB real quick. I will see you again shortly for more Contra.